Today, let's taste the Kraken Black Roast Coffee Rum. Welcome to the tasting room where we drink adult beverages
and judge them.
I'm Brian.
I'm Derica.
And we need to pour this into our glasses.
We do.
This is a fresh bottle. We actually bought a bottle, drank it very, very quickly, and went back and bought two more. It's not even available where we are.
Yeah.
It was a couple of hours away.
So that's helpful tip number one is if you can't find this in your local area, if you have your favorite out of the way, go ahead.
It's almost as satisfying as a cork, but not quite.
Out of the way liquor stores might still have this. This was a limited
I don't
edition.
know how many they made or if they're still making it or if they stop. I hope they don't stop.
Don't stop. Don't ever
This
stop.
This is awesome.
Spoilers.
I will just tell you that right now. This is awesome. Watch for the rest, but this is awesome. It's one of my favorite things that we've found. And I know some people are like, oh, Kraken uses artificial this and flavors. I don't care. You're drinking alcohol, people. Really.
If it tastes good,
it's a cocktail in a bottle.
enjoy.
According to the bottle, shimmering with dark complexity, the Kraken Black Roast is a 66.6 proof, get it, spiced rum infused with natural flavors and coffee bean essence. It is unexpectedly rich, dark, and smooth. I think that is a very good description.
I agree with that description.
Yeah.
You can hold this up to the light and no light will transmit through it.
It is not clear.
It is opaque.
It's completely black.
It is the void.
But on the smell, okay, the closest thing that I can say this is like very strong, richer Kahlua.
Yeah.
It's better than that, though.
You know, a really good coffee, a really good dark roast coffee where it starts to go into the chocolate realm of things. That's
the smell.
That's the aroma.
With the bit of rum kind of, there's a specific the oak aged cask from rum coming through with the coffee is just.
And the molasses and like it's all.
It's getting my mix all talked up.
And that's just the aroma. We haven't even drank yet.
But it definitely smells of a really good quality coffee for one.
Yeah.
Like this would be amazing in coffee.
Yes.
Have you done that yet?
I have not.
Oh, I didn't either.
I'm shocked that I haven't done it yet.
I tend to make cocktails of this. What you see here, a glass and this. That's my cocktail. That is exactly how I drank the last bottle. I drank probably 3/4 of the last bottle.
I have been enjoying this with cream. It's fantastic.
Anyway, on the smell, multiple layers, lots of complexity.
So many layers.
The coffee, chocolate, the bit of molasses and rum, sugar, like almost a burnt sugar, oak cask. It's unbelievable.
I want my coffee to smell like this.
There's even a touch of vanilla in there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
fantastic. By the way, if you don't know how to properly smell a beverage, this is something we learned a long time ago.
First of all, get some Glencairns.
Yes, the Glencairn glass with the tulip shape is wonderful for this. We put whiskey in these. We put mead, wines, anything you want. A wine glass has it as well. I like the Glencairn because it's a little smaller.
They have a nice wider bulb, so when you do the swirl, like that, Brian does it better than I do.
I can do it two-handed.
That's going to create a vortex so that all those aromas can go up that chimney.
Now, something else too. Keep your mouth open as you do it. And you'll see me do this a lot. I move from one nostril to the other. They actually get different aromas sometimes.
No, not just triggered pancakes. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, this would be good on pancakes.
Would be good on pancakes.
Yeah, see, on my left nostril, it comes across as a darker roast coffee. On my right nostril, I'm getting more of the molassesy flavors. Now, that's just the way my nose is today. An hour from now, it could be different. Tomorrow, it could be totally different. But this is the kind of thing that I will sit and smell because it just smells that good. I put this up there with like Isla Scotch for that kind of experience. It's really that amazing. And I know we're fawning over this, but
it smells so good.
Adam Franklin, one of our VIPs, got this or something like it. He got something very close because I don't think it's the exact same thing. And he kept telling us how great it is, and we kept looking and looking.
He's
and looking.
in the UK, so his availability is different than our availability.
But we finally found this at a store like 2 hours away and went back to get more. Bought 2 bottles.
So if you can find a really good liquor store that's kind of in the rural section.
Maybe they'll have it. I don't know. But we bought the last 2 bottles they had, too.
Yeah,
They're gone now.
Cleared them out.
Anyway, I'm going in for a sip. Now, something important, too, when you're tasting, is the first sip is probably not going to be your favorite because this is 66.6 proof. This is 33% alcohol. Your body has to acclimate to that. We used to actually do this on the City Steading Brews channel where we did like the quick sip so that you acclimate to it. And I'm doing it with this one because I found that the first sip is so strong. There's so many flavors, so powerful. That you kind of go, ooh, that's a little much.
That being said, the first sensation I get is creamy.
Mm-hmm.
It is creamy on the palate. It is delightful.
Then the second sip, I let it flow all over and really enjoy that. And the alcohol bite, the ethanol bite goes away with the second sip pretty much for me. I'm used to drinking whiskey, and that's one way to condition your body to the ethanol. But with this, like she said, creamy. You would swear there was heavy cream in this.
Yeah. It definitely tastes like a, what are the more popular creams?
Like a Kahlua and cream.
But even like mouthfeel wise,
Like
even
Bailey's.
Even like Bailey's. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, it's almost as creamy as Bailey's would be.
And that's just crazy. I'm assuming that's from the vanillins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd love to know what kind of casks they put this in because, wow, that's just, it's incredible. I'm betting you it's cognac casks because it's got that really rich. Anyway.
All right, so past the creaminess, let's get into Flavor Town. You definitely get the coffee. It does feel like
It's coffee forward.
a fantastic, like, you found the best barista in the entire universe, not this planet, like all the planets. You found the one, and they made the perfect little cup of coffee. It doesn't even have to be a big cup of coffee because it's so perfect.
This is what I expect Rockpuccino tastes like. The Klingon coffee drink. This is what I expect it tastes like.
Yeah, it's just
Sorry, I just that came into my mind, and I thought that's that.
all the thoughts are there because this is so good. It shouldn't be this good. This is the kind of rum where if you were a pirate, you would be flailing about going, but why is the rum all gone? Because
This is the kind of rum that if I was a pirate, there would be no rum. It would be gone. Just
it'd be Bry on an island with his rum.
yep. I mean, come on, the bottle even has room for 2 hands, you know? Think about it, you know? When you can't pick it up with 1 hand anymore, that's why there's 2 handles. I don't even know what else to say about this. This is one of my favorite recent discoveries, basically. I feel like it's not really a true rum. What I mean by that is, like, if you get... like even the regular Kraken has artificial and natural flavors added to it. That's okay.
We both feel like this about basically any flavored spirit.
Yeah. Like Derica loves Malibu rum, the cheap stuff.
But I do not consider that rum.
But it's not really rum. It's
consider
like
that
a
rum.
flavored rum.
It's
kind of like Fireball. Whiskey is
not
not really whiskey
that's
to
not
me.
whiskey.
And don't even get me started on Southern Comfort. That is... Southern Comfort used to be a spiced whiskey.
Them's fighting words.
Now it's vodka. They literally spice vodka and they put it in the whiskey section of every liquor store. Did you ever notice that? Southern Comfort is in the whiskey department. It's not whiskey.
All right, so back to the Kraken Black Roast. The mouthfeel, man. I just can't get
It's
past
thick. It's
how
thick. There's about 18 C's on this one.
thick and creamy and coating that is. And that's why I love pairing this, doing a little blend with a cream because it's already there. So it's like you're just drinking this already, but with less alcohol.
And that's why I make my
Knocking
glass
down those
and Kraken cocktail.
6s.
The glass Kraken. That's what I call this. The glass Kraken now.
All right.
That's the name. I'm going to have a glass Kraken.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll catch on. Maybe other people will say that.
And I think because of the rich coffee notes and that creamy texture, my brain automatically goes to chocolate.
I get a strong dark chocolate note in this, though. It's definitely there. Definitely not like milk chocolate. It's not that uber sweet. It's definitely the dark almost not bitter. There's no bitter in this.
No.
That's interesting because coffee and dark chocolate can both be bitter.
Yeah.
So they've sweetened it
Yeah.
quite a bit. It's quite sweet.
But it's like some crazy alchemy going on because this is all the good things.
Whatever they did a great job.
None of the bad things.
Yeah. I don't have, the only thing that I would say is if you're not expecting it, your first couple of sips, it's powerful. The flavor is very powerful. That might be why we like it too. We tend to make very powerful flavors in our brews. This keeps pace. It really does keep pace with the amount of flavor that we pack into a lot of our brews, which is probably why I appreciate it so much. I don't know what else to say. This is just fantastic. Do we just move on to scoring now?
I guess so. I mean,
I feel like we're not doing it justice.
I'm getting. Well, do you want to go through the full palette? I mean, there's so much more than what we've talked about as far as flavors.
Okay, taking a trip. As it enters the mouth, I get a nice molasses sweetness to it. That's almost unexpected. It's almost like you don't really think that a rum is going to have that. And then the coffee part hits. Now, I am a coffee snob jerk. I love coffee. But you know what's really weird? In the morning, I drink Cafe Bustelo instant espresso. Mostly because you just spilled some.
Shush.
Mostly because she's still sleeping, and it's easy for me to just make a pot of hot water and do that rather than go through the grinding and all that kind of stuff. But given time, I will make myself a perfect cup of coffee.
We have multiple French presses. We have pour overs. We have
hand grinders.
everything.
Yeah. So when I say that this tastes like a great cup of coffee, that's where that's coming from. It's a great cup of coffee mixed with a really nice spiced rum, which I like Kraken rum on its own. Okay, I forget which one it is, 86% or something like that, 94%, whatever it is. I like that on its own. I will drink that just in a glass. So this is like both of those combined, which is really incredible. As it starts to hit like the 3/4 palate, that's when I'm tasting vanillins, and it starts to get thick and rich and creamy and chocolatey. On the exhale, I get a little bit of sweetness of molasses and a dark chocolate. Really amazing.
And then I start getting the tinglies on my tongue, which remind me, oh yeah, there's alcohol in here too.
I don't get the tinglies anymore. Too much whiskey. Because this is a little bit weaker than the whiskeys that I drink. I usually drink like 50% and stuff. This is 33%. I still taste alcohol though.
It's not there in the mouth for me. It's after I've stopped drinking for a while.
Oh, okay.
Then my tongue.
In the exhale, it's hot cocoa. That's what it is.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of our Mexican. What was it?
The Mexican hot chocolate?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have the capsaicin, obviously.
The chocolate flavors.
But with the spices and the chocolate, like if that had coffee and didn't have jalapeno or whatever we used.
You know what this actually tastes like? If you took Kahlua and Kraken rum and mixed them and added even a little bit of espresso, like a half a shot of espresso.
And some cream.
Well, no, because the Kahlua is going to already have a creaminess. I'm just trying to give an idea of what it would.
I feel like this is creamier than Kahlua, though.
They're about equal, I think. But Kahlua is like, there's cream in it, isn't there? Don't they put cream in that? I don't. Maybe they do. We don't have any. If we had it, we would be tasting them side by side. That is probably the closest competitor to Kahlua. Here's the funny thing, though. This is a lot more alcohol than Kahlua. It doesn't really taste like a lot more alcohol.
No, this would be a danger juice category.
Trust me, when we were playing D&D, I drank like half a bottle.
Tastes so good. And then you're like, oh, I can't walk anymore.
I felt it when I stood up. I'll admit it.
Yeah. All right. So, I think we've waxed poetically long enough. Let's get to numbers.
Right. My computer is still down, though the CPU should be arriving probably by the time this video comes out. However, right now, I don't have it yet. So I'm going to go over our scoring system very briefly. 1 to 4 means we're probably not going to drink it. I would definitely not buy it again. And that's 4-ish. 4-ish to 7-ish this is pretty good. I like this. I might even buy it again. And if I wouldn't buy it, I wouldn't refuse it if somebody offered me a glass. 7-ish and above is these are exceptional. This is really, really good. Not much room for improvement as you go higher and higher, all the way to illustrious 11, which is absolutely spot on perfect. There's nothing I would change ever. And I could, if this was the only drink I could ever have for the rest of my life, I would drink myself to oblivion as a happy man. I know I change the definition every single time, but I keep to those basic...
He's that pirate on the beach.
Yeah, I keep to those basic regions, if you will. Are you ready? Do you have a number?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 11. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Fantastic. And I know there's some purists out there, the rum drinkers, the rum aficionados that are going to say, oh, that's not real rum. And you know what? You're right.
You're
and I don't
absolutely
care.
right.
I don't care. This is that good.
We're judging this on this.
Judging it for what it is, not what it's supposed to be.
Named whatever. George.
Cuttlefish
Cuttlefish.
instead of Kraken.
Cuttlefish brew.
They're related.
And I still give it 11, even with a name like Cuttlefish.
Yeah, I don't care. It is obviously a flavored, spiced rum. Fantastic, though. It really, really makes me want to re-explore the flavors that are in this and make a mead that has some of these flavors.
I think a mead could be made.
Oh, or fortify mead with this. Oh, unbelievable. But anyway, if you have a suggestion, if you have a brew that you'd like to see us taste and judge, let us know in the comments below, and we'll be happy to try to find it. I mean, we drove 2 hours to find this, so if we can find it, we will. We're also not averse to people legally sending us stuff. Like if you can get it, oops, got some on my finger.
There are...
Lots of services out there that can ship things.
Right.
We're not saying you have to, but if somebody had something locally that we just cannot get and they wanted to send us a bottle, we are happy to accept that. I can put... I'll put our address right in the description on this channel. That way, if you wanted to, you could. That's all I got for today. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.
Bye-bye.